At number 1, in case you missed out on the news, Retroware just announced a release window of February 2024 on Toxic Crusader. This is, now for those of you who have missed it, a side-scrolling beat-em-up classic, pretty much like the old Teenage Mutant games with the same amount of effort, if not even more, to bring a classic back around just as good. This game is sitting on Steam through a demo. It supports co-op for up to 4 players. The full game is set to be coming out on all consoles at the same time, February 2024. Coming up behind that, from the same creators of the 2016 game hit Owlboy, we've got here the company's next project in the making, going by Vikings on Trampolines. This is a pixel art 1 to 4 player side-scrolling adventure. Not gonna lie, this is to be the most fun looking platformer on the way. The only problem with this one is that it's only rumored to be coming out soon, which could actually go up to late 2024. However, it's gonna be coming to all consoles at the same time. Oh yeah, I've included this one in my last video and another one too, but since it's a 2-dimensional games list, at number 3 we have Greenfield, one of the most cinematic, story-driven puzzle platform adventures on the way, inspired by the Somerville and the game inside. It's just more fantasy in setting and about some far distant hidden island facilities that can give people superpowers. Check it out in case you missed it.
Demons.
At number 4, we've got the popular Sacrifier. This is a 90s inspired RPG from years ago that's went on and got itself a delayed release window of 2024. A vague one though. This game was supposed to be coming out in 2022 if you didn't know, and now instead releasing on every single platform with a much more polished gameplay and more content. We also just got a new trailer for it too. This is how it looks.
I could have timed that better. I've got to be faster. There are things that the living cannot understand. Death is only the beginning of the final voyage. It's just not that time yet.
Earlier in the year, Cygames announced a release date of February 1st, 2024 for Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising. This is one of the much awaited games of the year. We just got word that it's now actually releasing December 14 this year. Anyway, the word is coming to PCs and the PlayStation consoles as well. It's an action RPG or fighting game these developers have been making for years, which is definitely one of a kind PlayStation exclusives. Sitting on Steam through a demo for almost 2 years already, at number 6, we've got a party-based RPG, 2.5-dimensional comedy game, casual action here, going by the name Born of Bread. Now the premise is here, you play as a flower golem that possesses a sort of brain that works like a child's brain and just keeps creating more adventures for a few protagonists that you get to play as. This one's got a pretty good publisher, so I have to say it's in good hands. The game's set to be coming out for PCs and the next generation of consoles December 5 this year. case you didn't know this one already, Hades 2 was revealed at the Game Awards a few months ago and was touted as a PC to Switch and the next generation console exclusive with a release date of 2024, mid to late. The sequel, just like the original, is touted as a godlike roguelike dungeon crawler in an all-new underworld where you'll explore a bigger, deeper mythic world with a more engaging story and a lot more action. Check it out in case you missed it.
Please light your way down.
About ready to give in?
No, I was born for this.
You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch.
Okay, if I call you witch like that?
Vengeance for your family awaits you.
Representatives ashore the walls were built for our own safety.
Number 8. It's the game most of us are waiting to have hands on, it, even a demo. A Microsoft exclusive over here, a cyberpunk-style platform adventure, an action one, going by the name Replac. This has been in development for over 3 years now. Unfortunately, we haven't been lucky enough to have hands on a beta or an alpha. Developers recently announced it's delayed 2024, but promised to eventually deliver the best pixel design game of all time, compared to anything else.
You've seen what I've seen. You know this war is unjust.
Available to pre-purchase for the price of $50 at number 9. We've got the second most anticipated pixel art turn-based tactics open world RPG making, a Unen Chronicles 100 Heroes, which in case you missed out on its update. The game is now on its way to every platform April 23, 2024. A company that we actually got more in-game footage words from its developers that the game has met all of its Kickstarter campaign goals and had just been gone gold. Number 10, we've got the remastered Suikoden 1 and 2 games in HD going by the duo Gate Ruin and the Dune and Unification Wars. These games are only teased by Konami a month ago and now said to be coming out in April 2024. The package has already been through a delay for further polish, and for those of you who totally are new here, these games are from roughly 30 years back. It is now coming to PCs, Switch, and the past generation of consoles as well.
Donkey Kong. Mario!
Mario vs. Donkey Kong is back on Switch with a remake of the original Game Boy Advance game that was released 20 years ago, and it's now coming out on the hybrid console February 16, 2024, looking like this. Not only it's a graphically compromised much more, it's basically a remake, even the cutscenes are remade and some new gameplay additions are added to the game too. Accompanied the good words, we got a new trailer for it too.
And other challenges await. Observation and action are vital to your success. Mario needs to reach the key, but he can't quite cross the gap. That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious though, doesn't it? If Mario does this, now he can get across and safely grab the key.
Number 12, by New Core, the same folks behind the old game I'm Zombie. We've got a brand new one here called The Devil Within Sad Gats. This is a 2D, 3D style action adventure in which you'll take on the role of a warrior who has been infected by a demon blood. Here's a trailer. This game is coming to PCs, Nintendo Switch, and other consoles as well around holidays this year. 13, if not the first, I think the second time I'm including this one, really worth just looking at the trailer over here. We have a turn-based RPG adventure here called Toown, A Different Story. This game is basically a mix of Earthbound from all the way back on the Super Nintendo stuff and a little bit of Pokemon in its gameplay. Here's a rather short trailer. The game is coming out early to mid 2024 on all consoles as well. Number 14 just hit all of its Kickstarter campaign goals here, but already promising a December release on PCs and Switch. We have an adventure action hybrid set in a colorful world inspired by The Legend of Zelda and Studio Ghibli, with handcrafted pixel arts definitely inspired by the retro classics, a game called Cloa Child of the Forest. In case you missed out on, we got a new trailer for it indicating its gameplay on Switch. Number 15, we have the sequel to the famous pixel art RPG Metroidvania Castle and Life Sim game here. Well, you know, yes, your grace, the sequel called Snowfall, which is basically more of the same that was released more than 3 years ago, with more characters, more dramatic story, better visuals, and of course, a longer story. Basically Kingdom Crown, the tower defense game, but made way more cinematic and dramatic. Check it out in case you missed it.
Stolen destiny, stolen minds, and stolen nations.
Atlas just released more information on Unicorn Overlord. It's a tactical RPG adventure that we've been cooking since last year, which case you're new to, introducing the game's story, world, characters, and combat. See, Unicorn Overlord is coming out March 8, 2024 for Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, and also the Nintendo Switch. It's a Japanese-style RPG and features a rather new blend of exploration and turn-based combat.
Say now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother.
Freely traverse an expansive world. Gather new allies, forge your bonds, and lead the liberation to glorious victory. Cultivate a grand army with over 60 unique characters, from humans and elves to massive beasts and heavenly angels.
Number 17, we have Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder. This is a hack-and-slash shooting platformer. I've been curious to see where the story goes with this one for a long time. It has supposedly been in the making for over 3 years now and only rumored to be coming out by the end of the year. Anyway, according to developers, the game is coming to PCs, Switch, and the past generation of consoles, and this is how it'll eventually look. And last but not least, we've got World of Terra, which was announced almost last year through a Kickstarter, and ever since it's been one of the most awaited pixel art games right alongside The Last Faith that was released recently. The difference between this and the other ones is that it's a modern classic, highly interactive, non-linear open world RPG that features an endlessly free to explore open world progression system and a fast-paced combat. Then I've heard a very rich lore. Check it out.